Hi, this is Ben Simon from Media Brighton TV, and this is the Make a Fake Gun Look Real After Effects tutorial. So stay tuned. Okay, so my film Banana Pearl, which if you haven't watched it, you should watch it first. We use some fake plastic guns, and there's one shot particularly that they look very fake. So this is how I fixed it in After Effects. So anyway, we had this gun. It looks quite real from a distance, but actually up close, it looks quite fake. You can see you've got these plasticky bits there and a hole here, and just generally looks a bit plastic. So what I did was I then filled in the gaps, made it look real, made it look more like a proper sort of gun. So what you do is you make a screenshot of the gun, then you bring that into Photoshop, and then using the clone tool, you can then fill in the gap. Basically, you just get the clone tool and you then hold Alt down. Just going to zoom in on this particular bit. So using the clone tool, you hold Alt down and you can essentially do this. It takes a bit of time to get it perfect, but you can see basically I did something along those lines. And I ended up essentially with this kind of image, so filling in the gaps. Okay, so there's my gun hide crack image, and I basically then bring the gun hide crack image into After Effects, and if I turn off these masks, you can see essentially there is my image, and I've overlaid it into the spot that I need for now. Don't worry about that, but basically overlaid it into the spot, so if I turn that off, then you can see it's kind of in the right spot. But then what I do is I mask around it, and I add the mask, and then I do another mask, which essentially means that we've got a black hole there rather than, you know, this plasticky looking one. And then it's a case of making sure that it moves in the correct fashion. Okay, the image wobbles around a little bit. I think it's because it was so low down I had to hold this on like a jumper or something rather than having it on a tripod. So the image does move around, so I've kind of motion tracked the end part, but the main bit I just keyframe. So if I turn off this back layer, you can see that I kind of move the other layer to be in the right position. Now what I also did was I added a camera blur. So I start off with the camera blur on 8, then I bring it down to 2, and then to 0. So essentially that sort of follows the depth of field, and so at the moment I've kind of blurred it out to match, and if I take that blur off, if I take that camera blur off, you can see it's really obvious, whereas if I add the camera blur, it makes it nicely match the background footage. And then it's just a case of putting it in the right spot. Because it's moving, it doesn't have to be perfect, as long as once it's still, it matches correctly. And that's it really. The final effect looks like this. Okay, so I hope you found that helpful. Any questions, leave them in the comment below, give us a like, share, and subscribe to my channel. So this is Ben Simon from Media Brighton TV, and you've been watching the Make a Fake Gun Look Real After Effects tutorial. Thanks for watching. I have a completely free ebook for you. It's 5 essentials to indie filmmaking, my special tips to make a more professional production. So just click on the link below this video, enter your details, and I'll send you that completely free. Thanks for watching.